wasn't any weird vibes. We were playing Zone Wars, and she'd just make little comments like everyone while playing. But Ant would joke about SA all the time, and other weird things like severe dark humor, and everyone that's played with him can confirm.
What year and month was this, if you can remember?
January, February 2020, or can be 2021, because it was before I stopped playing, and I stopped playing around then.
You're sure it was her?
100%. Couldn't have been anyone else.
Yo, I'm watching the live right now, but I just want to say this because me and my friend are trying to recall everything. We were all in a Fortnite team called Chronic, which is where I met him. He met her like 2021 through Fortnite, I'm pretty sure. And then he made her get Discord. Everyone in the team knew about her, and he would joke about it and brush it off every time it got mentioned. That's all I personally know, but my friend Pistol knows more because they talked way more. She would literally say he but then follow it up with a joke. So I don't know if she was being for real or not. He was also just a weirdo, to be honest. He used to send in group chats.
If everything that they allege is true, David was 15 years old and Celeste was 10.
Man, it's very, very creepy, okay? It's very, very creepy. It's very, very disturbing. I'm trying to set something up on my desk real quick. So this says, this vid explains how they allegedly met.
Better of old man screaming.
Yes, about her age at some point.
I told him to put my real face on there.
I remember that already.
No, I just had to make this one. Yeah,
What the
it's
fuck?
put my real face on this time.
That's
This
funny.
is one of the reasons why she was so adamant about
Yeah, it's
defending him.
crazy.
Why this
Are
is
you gonna
why
buy
she
it?
probably thought she loved him.
Are you gonna buy that sweater?
He's all she's ever known. This type of brainwashing takes years and
With some red
dedication to
Levi's
heal.
and shit, some red fucking.
I just think it's
man,
disgusting.
that'd be
He's
ugly
lasted
mug.
for so long.
Come
on, bro, let's go.
It's called the Ugly Mug Sweater.
Yeah, it's messed up.
Ugly Mug Club.
There was a video I saw last year. One of
The president.
verbatim said out of her own mouth, he's known that little girl since she was 10 or 11. Okay, crazy. So apparently there's sort of more stuff coming around. So some people have said that they met when she was 10 and he was 15. Other people have said she was 11 and he was 17. And this has been going around. They're saying this is one of the earliest possibly recorded footage of David at 17 playing with Celeste at 11 on Fortnite. And you can hear both their voices on this.
Good stuff.
Fuck D4VD.
Dead.
So that's apparently both of them playing it. There's a court preliminary briefing that was released a couple days ago. It was stated that Celeste and David met in January 2022. The gameplay segment here was recorded in April 2022 during Fortnite spring season. The hiccupy laughing and sort of Hispanic accent is noticeable here. In earlier videos where we can hear Celeste talking, she has a clear, distinctive laugh. This is only OGs to the sub. Remember, it was first posted last year. Don't gatekeep, April 28th, 2022. So what is this, the full...
Good stuff. Dead.
So that's actually David and Celeste's voice.
David's David Gaming channel, and this says Celeste at age 11. I wonder if there's more on here. I might have to dig deeply into this and find out if there's any clips of them playing together, because there's a bunch of stuff here, and I reckon if I dig deep enough into this, there's a lot to watch. I might have to go and just check all of this out. But anyway, I'll do that at another time, and I'll be sure to let you guys know what I find. But there's more pictures of Celeste as a minor. I mean, she was always a minor, but with her family when she was young. This picture's been going around. Another photo of Celeste and her family. And again, just a child, you know, just a tiny little child. And that's a lot of people saying, okay, the image was released by the family lawyer for the public. Said they all look like a happy, normal family. The sad thing is any future family photos, she will never be in them. And there will be such a big hole where she should be. F David. Okay?
Fuck David.
So... obviously, this is kind of like, since we're tracking the whole timeline of the relationship, you got them playing Fortnite allegedly in 2022, and that brings us up to this. Now, I was really confused by this, right? Because I was thinking, why on earth would this guy go live with a minor, especially after he'd been warned about her age? But we'll come to find out that this live stream was actually in January 2024, before she went missing. So she had been going to LA before she was officially declared missing on Valentine's Day of 2024. But this live stream actually happened in January. This is probably before the block was hot for him, basically. He'd already been in a relationship with this minor, allegedly. He hadn't been outed yet, and the police hadn't come to his crib yet, but he was still doing stuff like this, right? So let's refresh ourselves. This is a slightly longer clip than we've seen in the past. And again, it just builds up a picture of they're playing Fortnite. She's reposting all this stuff about her boyfriend, and then we finally see them pop out together in this image.
Is there media?
I personally don't.
Is there media?
I personally don't.
Our media trained you. That's controversial.
It's controversial of raping kids.
Really good.
Okay,
It's
bye.
been a good one. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Mwah, 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 mwah. Oh my! Delete everything. Delete everything. Everything goes. Everything goes. Everything.
KCRA3 defines news as local source.
The famous delete
investigations,
everything, delete
forecasts
everything.
You trust. News to us is what impacts you. Turn to
Fuck
Sacramento's
David.
news leader.
Thank you for joining us tonight at 10.
KCRA3 News at 10 on Live 58. And Western Health Advantage. Healthcare is built around you.
Sorry, I don't got that YouTube Premium,
Western
guys.
Health Advantage was created with a mission to give members affordable access to their networks and trusted local health providers. Get a free quote today at westernhealth.com.
At Living Spaces, we want to help you work from home in style. You can shop over 50 desks.
These commercials are crazy.
After your car accident, stop. Think. Don't say anything and don't sign anything until you talk.
They did delete everything. They deleted everything but a minute and a half.
Seasoning? It's already seasoned. But it's Alfredo.
What's up, Right? Right 4.
Chat. Pray for his career, chat. Are we done? Are we?
We need to delete this.
Mods, can we delete all VODs? And as soon as the stream ends, delete the stream too? Can we delete anything? You done for, bro? Y'all are not done? Now you gonna have to... Yo, wait.
Oh, look at it. Answer that one. That's so mean if you don't answer.
Which one? What's good, David? Big fan, family. Oh, thank you, Mitochondria.
I got a song with him if you even.
She's saying, I got a song with him. That's what she said again. I got a song with him. All right. You can see the seriousness in his face when he's asking to delete the VODs and the stream entirely. She was understandably obnoxious being a 12-year-old when this was filmed, but seeing him try and match her energy being so loud is annoying AF. Yeah. Our media trained you, such a narcissist, says somebody screen record. Now, I think eventually the full stream will surface. Somebody must have it, even if it's the feds that are going to pull it up. Okay? But there's been a lot of speculation about this live stream, okay? People have been trying to get to the bottom of it. People have been reposting it, right? Is this a lot
I
of
media
it?
trained you.
Got a song with him. Oh, look at it. Answer that one. That's so mean if you don't answer.
So this has got some extra details at the end in a caption in the video. But it basically says, let's see.
Which one? What's good, David? Big fan, family. Oh, thank
That's
you.
not with him if you even.
So there's some videos I have from a live stream showing David and Celeste from January the 11th, 2024. That's the person that had the original clip. Someone said, how did you find this VOD? He clipped it because he shouted me out after I sent a message. They're saying, is that all you have from this VOD? Yes. It was only to show my friends who shouted me out on the stream. I was lucky that he recorded it and that he got the shout out. David screwed himself over. And Celeste saved herself. When she said read that comment, she said, make sure you read that comment from that nice guy. Make sure you read that.
Wait.
Oh, look at it. Answer that one. That's so mean if you don't answer.
Which one? What's good, David? Big fan, family.
So she might have accidentally just saved herself and buried David by being such a nice little girl that she wanted him to read this positive comment. And the guy screen recorded it and screen recorded David inadvertently streaming with a minor. Okay, so shout out to Celeste for that. This is Discord messages from David's mods and fans asking about the deleted stream. They're saying, wow, that's wild. Yeah, one time he called me because he was trying to delete that stream with his girlfriend, Sophia. What are you talking about? So I feel like David and Sunday would sound good together. And it said the stream with hate blank. Stream with blank. And it says, I remember that, lol. They're talking about that Epstein Island. It said David had to call me on how to delete the VOD. It was so funny. And then another blanked out message is that I didn't even answer this because it's so late. Some Discord messages from David's mods and fans talking about the deleted stream. No clips found. So I didn't even answer this because it's so late. So Yeah, she said something so crazy he had to end the stream and delete the first part of the stream was recorded by someone else. They can't remember this. I'm not defending David at all, and he deserves what's coming, but the reason he said to delete the VOD was because Celeste said the F slur. You can look at my account and see I originally posted the clip in his mind. They were making food in the kitchen, talking to the chat. I remember them talking about how she was in college at USC or UCLA. There were other streamers online at the same time, so I didn't watch the whole stream, but I popped back at the end and saw how it ended. I don't remember exactly what he said that was controversial, but it had something to do with Epstein, because someone said something about him in the chat, and then she said the quote. And isn't the stream where Celeste was like, it's controversial if you R-wording minors or something along those lines to David before she panicked? Was that why you said, oh no? And Sophia, shout out Sophia, cover-up queen, I was watching that stream, I made a joke about Epstein Island because some big figures in the industry was in the flight log. People brought up that topic on his stream, that's why they said, because of that news. Also, I said, oh no, I don't want people to hear them said it. I also believe this screenshot was from a previous stream that's now deleted. Hey, who's the girl? You're a Fed. I don't think that looks like her, but it could be her. Doing what he did to her is sinister. Facts. So, said here's the Twitch stream clips that we've all seen and some details at the end. So yeah, it happened in January the 11th, 2024. I can't believe he streamed with her to begin with. He was 18 and she was 13. This is in the other house that he rented. She confirms it's her in the song. Right? At the end when she says, yeah, I've got a song with David, right? Confirmed. So she's actually smart. She was dropping breadcrumbs. One thing that's always bothered me about this clip is the fact neither one of them is familiar with the word mitochondria. It's telling of how young she was and how often she ran away. She never took elementary biology, but also how limited and ineffective David's homeschooling education was. He thought he was smart. He definitely thought he was smart, and he was not. He tried to hide her too with having her hood up. He probably got a thrill from feeling like he was getting away with having a missing person in plain sight. She wasn't missing at that point. Okay, so people have been asking about how we can recover the full live stream. Now, I will do anything to get this full live stream recovered. I don't know how. People are saying, has anyone recovered this whole live stream? Maybe late to this, but considering the live stream was one of the biggest pieces of evidence that connected David and Celeste, I was trying to see if I could find the full live stream, but I had no luck. Has this entire thing really been deleted? Says, I think it's been stated with cautions because the person who recorded this only started recording because he sent a message to David in the hopes he would read it, so I don't think the full recording exists anymore. Delete everything, you don't say. I media trained you. That is controversial. Possibly Twitch still has it in their cloud or server and could provide it to investigators, though it sounds like the stream is no longer much more than a cumulative of the more damning evidence establishing a relationship. Twitch apparently deletes all archive streams after 2 months, but hopefully it's not fully, truly deleted. Interesting. I want to know what they were saying before this. Probably not. One of his mods, Sophia, pretty sure, deleted everything and enabled a predator murder in our word. It's another clip. It's probably what we already saw. We've seen everything. The thing when it comes to this David thing, I've been covering this so deeply, like it's pretty hard for you guys to pull up anything that I've not seen before. So he never posted his live streams to the public, only to a certain audience, and when he got off and Celeste was actually in it and not in another room, he would delete it immediately. Someone screen recorded this and kept it in their archives, and I'm so glad they did, because it's a crucial piece of evidence since he wanted to lie to police on February 2024, saying he doesn't know her for real, only met her once and he didn't know she was a 13-year-old runaway. This was recorded at the other apartment house he had around the corner from his Hollywood Hills home that Celeste was staying in. Okay? Says there's no way he can lie about any of this. They have so much evidence against him. He'll probably end up taking a deal against the death penalty. If he goes to trial with all that evidence, he might be sentenced to death. The only way is to take a life in prison deal where everything will hopefully come out. I heard his lawyers were trying to force a quick trial, but also the amount of illegal videos in his phone is probably enough to lock him away for life anyway. Okay? So, in addition to that, when she says I have a song with David, she's obviously talking about that, the red string theory or whatever it's called. A song where David, or a sort of an interlude where David sampled Celeste's voice. Now, I've got the full recording of Celeste and David's conversation that got sampled. Now, what's really, really interesting about this to me, okay, is that this original recording, this is a little bit longer and more detailed than what ended up being in his song or skit or interlude with Celeste, but I find this really interesting because when you listen to this raw recording, you really just get an idea of what their conversations were like, what their relationship was like, what their interactions on a daily basis were like. And again, it's dark, okay? It's dark. The way they interact, the way they talk, the way that she talks to him, the way that he talks to her, it ain't right. Honestly, it's easy with hindsight, but when you listen to the conversation, you just think it ain't right the way they deal with each other.
I'm so stupid right now, but like I've been so selfish, and I can't stop thinking about you and what I did and how it's affecting like everything. I just wanted to say I'm sorry. I really am sorry. I tried. You're special, David. I got a question.
What's the question?
Why don't you hold my hands anymore?
Oh, here we go again, bro.
I'm so serious.
Bro,
I'm so serious. Like,
I
haven't held your hand. Shoot. Like you're not funny. I swear you're not funny.
I'm done.
Alright, let me think.
Right, so the time.
It could have been yesterday.
Okay, yesterday. Wow, yeah, I'm glad you remember that. I'm glad.
Period.
Ew, I hate when you say period. Right? All right. I got a question for you now.
Okay.
Why do you think we met? Yeah, why do you think we met?
Well, I think personally, have you ever heard of the invisible strength theory?
Oh yeah.
Exactly that. So basically, we met because we were supposed to meet.
Okay.
And we're connected because we're supposed to be connected. It's kind of like that. I loved you before I existed, and I love you even when I die. Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, like it's weird. It's strange. It's unpredictable.
Yeah.
So don't leave me.
You got it. Okay.
All right. I love you. I love you. You were the one calling my phone.
Sounds like he's saying you've been dead. And I just think it's really sad. Like, she says, I love you, he doesn't say it back. And the way she's talking, you know, she's just distraught. This is just a minor in her feeling about an adult. Shouldn't even be happening. And he's so dismissive of her. He's like, oh, here we go again, for me not holding your hand. Like, why don't you hold her hand, bro? If that's your girlfriend. She's saying she's your girlfriend.
Please go.
You've been dead.
Oh wait, why are you calling? Why are you calling me? Calling me, say sorry. I didn't want to go and change the narrative and say something completely different. You gotta figure whatever you got going on. Figure that out.
Baby.
Yeah, it's just so creepy to hear them interact. So obviously they allegedly met on Fortnite that eventually moved over to Discord, and a lot of people have been saying that even David's Discord settings and the server had some unsettling rules and some details. It said, I was bored today and decided to join the David Discord and have a look around. Although the Discord has been frozen by the monitor, everything's still up. A couple of things I noticed, I thought a screenshot to bring here, nothing crazy, but I thought it was definitely eerie. I've been in countless Discords and never have I seen a role to be under 18. I'm sure it's not unheard of, but I thought it was weird as F. Also a good reflection of his cool fan base, the amount of minors in that Discord. I also found videos of him being a minor on the stage out of the crowd, which I accidentally, bringing a minor on stage out of the crowd, which I didn't save in the videos, but it's in the videos tab if you want to look for it. So this is super creepy, because now that we know this guy's allegedly a PDF file, all right, downloaded to his phone, 40 terabytes worth, he had age roles. React to this message with the following emoji to get a certain role that will show everyone your age. React with the old man to get an 18+ roll. React with the baby emoji to get a -18 roll. And he had 3,336 minors in his Discord. And isn't that great when you're a PDF? When you're a PDF file downloaded to your hard drive. And everyone in your Discord, the 3,636 minors for you to prey on, they're all labeled. So you can just see me, oh, who's a minor? Sick. It's actually sick. See, -18. So everyone's got flair. Oh, he's a minor. He's got the minor flair. This is disgusting, right? So he's got these minors. This is that clip of David looking at little girls online talking about, I'm a gooner. Like, he's a freak, okay? I'll just say age rolls are a normal thing on Discord. It's to help make people aware of the ages of people they're interacting with in a server. No shit. And make sure minors aren't going to run into people like David. Well, David was using this, by the looks of it, to scope out the minors. One server I'm on has most channels open to everyone, but private channels for 18+, and private channels for the 13 to 17-year-olds, so we have separate spaces to talk freely. I don't think that's what David was doing. I think that's very unsettling. But anyway, there's more pictures of Celeste that have been going around. This is her with allegedly her best friend. Again, she looks like a child. This is a new photo of Celeste Abigail Rivas Hernandez with best friend Jules that was released today. She wished she was lovable like Celeste. So these are just kids, okay? This is a past post made by Jules. Long live Celeste. I will miss you forever, and the pain I have in my heart is unbearable. I'm sorry I couldn't protect you more. My beautiful sister, you are such a good soul, and you're with a God now. May you rest easy. I love you so much. Until we meet again, Juice, your BFF. So he's just a kid. You look at the picture, he's just a child. It's just unbelievable that it can even get to this point, and it's just so sad. Really nice picture. Her friend probably misses her. Poor kid. No matter what, no child should have to endure what she did and then have her life stolen away. I hope and pray for justice for Celeste and her family. So apparently, obviously, everyone had been talking about, oh, there's no proof of Celeste even being alive after January 2025. Specifically the second, which is the last known pictures of her that were taken, that were shared by SF Investigates. But now they're saying there was actually more proof of life for Celeste beyond January the 2nd, 2025, because she was actually publicly streaming and playing Fortnite on January the 3rd and the 10th, 2025, okay? So until the court documents, it was a mystery, and still to this day, where was she all of the time? For timeline purposes, it's still unclear what she was doing until getting into the Uber from her parents' house on April the 23rd, 2025, when she was last seen. Celeste allegedly deleted every social account she had, at least more than we knew of, but not her original Discord account. Plus, she didn't delete her burner account, Wildness2, that was linked to her TikTok. There is the same user with a creation date of January the 1st, 2025 on Twitch with streaming activity and playing Fortnite on the mobile version. The last activity is January 10th, and it stops there with no change logs of activity. The name can't just be a coincidence and her playing Fortnite of all games. Still, all of this is speculation until there's proof to support this. David throughout Jan 1 to 10 was busy. There's a little information on what he was doing then with the album rollout. He was travelling out of state to film the One More Dance music video. So Celeste had to be active elsewhere and had something to do besides meeting with him and the last known picture in the public on January the 2nd. People saying what makes this whole case sad is the fact that if it wasn't for a monster like him, she would still be alive, living her life out. She could have had such an amazing life, but he had to come and ruin it. It really makes you think. Okay, how do we know this Twitch account was her? You don't know for sure, but the name is a hint. Okay. So there's also a few new interesting updates to the timeline. Obviously, I had confirmed this in a previous video, but this is now going around publicly that the Zach Sang interview was recorded before the murder, and they're actually lining it up with several other things in the timeline that's really interesting, okay? So basically, we've got TLDR on this. The Zach Sang interview was recorded around April the 2nd, not April the 28th when it was posted. So yeah, even this clip of David, so they've lined everything up quite well. Can I zoom into this?
They were kids. They were supposed to be kept safe. But on Javier Becerra's watch, more than 85,000 migrant children were missing. Some were trafficked, some were abused. Some were forced into labor and lost limbs. Horrendous. Disturbing. That's how 26 Democrats in Congress described it. A national shame, wrote Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
As HHS Secretary, the buck stops with you.
Javier Becerra, if you lose children, you're not fit to lead California.
Sheep detective. Oh, sheep. I'm going micro. I can do micro.
It's micro season, baby. Micro changes, big results. Get started at noom.com. Do not micro poop on my shoulder.
I take care of my kids and my parents, so getting healthy food on the table matters. Project Food Box delivers fresh, high-quality local produce right to our door. The best part is it's covered by Medical if you qualify. Our health starts with the food we eat. Project Food Box provides free delivery and may be an existing benefit of your insurance at no cost to you. It's one less thing to worry about and one more way I can take care of the people I love. See if you qualify at projectfoodbox.org.
So, like, here's the evidence of the interview outfit. It matches TikToks that he took earlier. This one of him dancing that was released on the day of the murder. Celeste's handbag is inside, so she might have actually been in the property in early April because her handbag was in the background of this video. But then it's like he's saying in this song, the irony, the person is not in my life anymore. So he's talking about the relationship with Celeste being over, but, you know, he was basically seemingly seeing her around, okay? This one's more right now. So basically it confirms, it confirms, right, this is the April timeline. So this is interesting. Is there a higher resolution of that? I zoom into this. This is not the best, but anyway, we're sort of seeing all these different posts. So this is April 2nd. The purse incident, this appeared to be when he was actually with Celeste at the start of April the 2nd. So her handbag's in the background. He's covering her face with the handbag in this photo that was posted to social media. So he's posting his Zach Sang outfit. So it seems like that interview actually took place on April the 4th, and it was held for nearly a month. And David keeps making these little posts, recording these posts inside of his property with the handbag in the background. He does Coachella sort of during April. The murder happens around here, and then he drops his album. And then before you know it, he's on stage crying just days after the alleged murder. So basically, it sort of debunked that interview was actually taking place after the murder. So I've just found a new post as well here with some more of David's TikTok reposts, and a lot of these are quite eerie and off, as somebody has pointed out. So this is what it says: when you have 2 weeks to clean up your act before Valentine's Day, but girls don't like you anyway, and it's a room that's just an absolute mess with a skull. This one says GRWM Tour Edition, and he's just another vest covered in blood, fake blood TikTok. Okay, me, I've just been super sad ever since my girlfriend left me. I don't know what to do. POV, you're running back to your exes after hearing this song, him holding a handful of roses. This one says, I have a surprise head. And then he's sat on the ground with his roses and all of his petals pulled off there as well. And it says, notes from a wrist. Run away from home again. I'm carving these notes into bloody arms, alone with my soul impaled. Run away from your loving arms. Why am I so afraid? I don't care. I'm not coming home. Why am I crying if this is what I wanted all along? So yes, I will swallow an air tag so you know my every move. So this is how controlling he was. And this would have been just 9 days after that live with Celeste on Twitch. So my last 2 brain cells at 3 a.m. I'm clinically bipolar. That's him with Neo, having a great time. Another one, a bunch of quotes